Hey everybody, Outdoors and Botanical here, and today I thought I'd throw together a quick video on how to breed mealworms for feeding to your animals or carnivorous plants or whatever you want to do with them, or just for fun. So it's very simple and pretty fast if you're not needing them for like in a hurry. So basically, you want to get a container of oats, you put a bunch of mealworms in there. Here are the mealworms. They don't move around too much, especially if there's too much humidity in the container, which there is right now. They sort of slow down and can die. But pretty much all of them are gone out of this container now, and they've all turned into a pupae. But anyway, so you just want to start with a container of oats, about an inch of oats. Put all your mealworms in there. And you can feed them lettuce and things like that. Pretty much lettuce, carrots, potatoes, bug burger, gut load, anything like that. They eat a lot of different things. Celery, just to give them the moisture. Other than that, they eat the oats. And then, after about a week, you'll start to notice these. And these are the pupae. They will start showing up, sitting like that in this substrate here. You'll pick them out and put them in a separate container. They don't eat or anything, they just wiggle around. And that's basically like a cocoon for a butterfly or for a moth. They go into that as a caterpillar, come out as a butterfly. These go into it as a mealworm, come out as a beetle. So after about a week of that, they will turn to a darker color. Let me try to get one out here. They'll turn to a darker color like that, and that is when they're pretty much ready to come out into the beetle. Just like that. And then it will shed that skin, and it will, they're hard to pick up. It will come out into a white beetle like this. That looks a little bit beat up. Again, I'm going to flip over. The wings will be a little wrecked on them. And then it's best to not put them into the beetle container when they're like this, otherwise the other beetles will eat them and they'll never develop properly. And then after that, they turn into a dark brown beetle. They'll stay like that for about a day, and then they will turn into a dark black beetle like that. Still very small. They don't bite. They're pretty much harmless. They can be a little weird to hold. They just tickle, so that could bother some people, but other than that, they're harmless. After a couple weeks of being in here, eating lettuce and bug burger and the same things as the mealworms eat, they will start to lay eggs. So in this container, you want about 2 inches of oats, because they will also eat the eggs, and they'll bury down and they'll lay eggs. Each beetle can lay a couple hundred eggs. Then the eggs will be in the bottom and they'll hatch. They'll start to eat the oats. After that, you take this whole container and you dump it into a strainer and you sift it out, and the baby mealworms fall through the mesh and into another container, and that's how you sort them. So these are ready to be sorted. So I will now show you how to do that. Alright, so now that you've raised your worms, got them to the beetle stage, had them in the container with a couple inches of oats for several weeks, you can dig through to the bottom and see if you can find some babies. And if you do, even if you don't, after about a month, there should be babies in there. It's time to sift them. So, to sift them, what you need to do is have a container of oats ready. I put about a centimeter of oats for the babies, because they're not that big and you can keep an eye on them better. You need your container of the beetles, which most of them will be dead once they are several weeks old and have laid a lot of eggs. You don't need a strainer or a sifter or whatever, something that the mealworms can fit through, but the oats can't. So the mealworms are very, very tiny at this point, so they should fit through a very small strainer like this. And then you need a container that you're going to sift the mealworms into. So, which is going to be this, but I'm going to sift some onto the lid so that you can see them. So I guess, let's start. Actually, I'm gonna grab a bigger container. 1 second. All right, so we have a bigger container. So let's continue sifting them. So you're just gonna go like this, basically. Sift it. You should start to see baby mealworms in there. I don't know if you can see them, but they're all pointing with the strainer. There's one right there, some right there. They're all over. You'll focus in. I'm going to continue doing this until baby mealworms stop coming out. Show you what we have so far. Baby mealworms. See them all in there? That's what you're looking for. So, continue sifting until there's no more. You might want to have another container to put all this stuff in, and then you can sift it a second time just in case there's some babies left. So I'm going to finish sifting them and I'll be back to you. Alright, so this is what we are left with. Just a little bit of fine oats that they chewed up. And then all the baby mealworms in there. They're hard to see. If you follow me on Instagram, I'll post some macro shots of them. But yeah, they're in there. There's probably several hundred of them in here. Now what you do is you just put them into their bin. And then there's a few more left in there, which I'll have to pick out. But basically, just put them in here, spread them around a bit, feed them lettuce, bug burger, carrots, anything like that. And in a couple weeks, they should be big enough to feed to your animals. So that's pretty much all for now. If you haven't already, please subscribe. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'd be happy to answer. It's a very simple process, and I really think everyone should give it a try. So thank you for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe. As always, stay outdoors, be botanical, keep your hobbies, and I'll see you in the next video.